What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday. And I intend on doing the exact same thing, y'all. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? We in the building tonight. I didn't even think we was gonna have anything to talk about this early on because I just knew that I was just gonna take me a nap, go to sleep, and then be up in time for Bill Collective. But baby, Funky Dineva got the streets on fire talking about Tiffany Richardson, and I heard a little bit of the read that he gave her, and a little bit of the read that he gave her that I heard. I wanted to hear more, and I knew that I had to get up here and talk about it right here on Scotty by Nature TV. Okay. But what's going on, y'all? It's like 59 of y'all up in here already. That lets me know that y'all up in here for the mess, okay? Y'all up in here for the mess, but that's okay because we're gonna get to our goal of 100 plus people being in the live. Now, y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it's about. This year is all about engagement. So if we got 65 people up in here already, we need to have 65 people in the comments. Okay, that's what we need. Let's get this engagement going and let's get this engagement up, honey. Okay, boom, boom, boom. So, I give y'all some time to get in because y'all know we get in. We start at the 5 minute mark. That's where we're going to start at and all of them things. Now, tonight is Bell Collective. I'll be going live right after the show. I'm going to tell you guys right now that roster review might be moving to another day. Instead of doing it on Wednesday, we may be moving it to Sunday evenings or Thursday evening. It may be one of those. So just be on the lookout for it. I'm not really sure or certain, but it's one of them days. So just be on the lookout for that. All right. So it's either going to move to Sunday evening or Wednesday. Or Thursday evening, due to the fact that the chasing panel is already on Wednesday, and then us trying to do it 2 hours beforehand is a lot for us. So, we may move it to Sundays or Thursdays. It's one or the other. Bill Collector comes on Friday. Yes, it does. It comes on tonight, honey. It comes on tonight. Be on the lookout. And I can't wait because I feel like it's gonna be a good episode. I can't wait for Bill Collective to come on tonight. Now, y'all, and look, I'm pretty sure ever since I did their reaction video to T.I.'s this record, I'm pretty sure y'all looking for me to do a reaction on the Money song, and I intend on doing it. I may do it tomorrow evening after work because I might be going to go see Scream tomorrow. I don't really watch them type of movies, but Bando ass want to go see Scream. So we probably gonna go see Scream later on tomorrow night. But before we go see Scream though, I'm probably going to do a reaction on the Money's diss record because I know T.I. got about 1 million diss songs right now, and I really don't know if I can respond to react to all of them, but I try. But I know for a fact I gotta talk about the Money's diss record. I have to talk about that. Y'all know we do. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on right now. And then like with everything that's about to happen, like Love and Mary Charlottesville about to start back next week, and then Potomac. This is this last week of Potomac. So on Sundays we might have to put roster review. Just might be good for Sundays, because Potomac will be gone. So or Married to Medicine might be up in there. So who knows? So it is what it is. At least you'll have his arms to jump into. Child, look, he good. I love like them arms be comfortable. Okay, I could tell you that. You can't smack someone and expect to be surprised on how they respond. Exactly. But we're gonna get into it though. But y'all know we get started at the 5 minute mark. It's 93 of y'all up in here so far. We're almost at our goal of 100 plus people. So go ahead and light this chat up. Hugs and kisses already came in with the flames. So make sure y'all do the flames right now. Y'all know y'all gotta do the flames like right motherfucking now. Where the flames at? Where the flames at? Let's get these flames going. Let's get them going, y'all. Instead of the 5 minute mark, let's get into the 6 minute mark then. Let's light this chat up so we can get this video started. Let's get the show going. Where the flames at? Where the flames at? Okay, I see Parker Boy with the flames. Everybody else need to come through with the flames. There's 98 of y'all up in here. I should see about 98 flames up in this bitch. I see the L echelon. I ain't never seen them before, but thank ya. Aaliyah Brittany says Funky started with that girl first, but let's go. I see some more flames. Yes. Y'all doing what I need y'all to do. Y'all lighting this chat up for the next few seconds because we starting straight up at 6 minutes. Let's get these flames going. Okay. I'm sorry, but she deserved that one, y'all. She came for no reason. Oh, wow. Okay. Flames, 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 flames. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all getting them flames going. Okay, let's get them going. Let's get them going. Yes, yes. Okay, we got 7 more seconds. Let's get these flames up. 1 6. Okay, so now we're at the 6-minute mark. So let's go ahead and get started with tonight's show. I know y'all ready, and I'm ready too. It's 105 of y'all up in here, and so let's get it going. Okay, so tonight, not tonight, this evening rather, we got some shit to get into with Funky, Dineva, and Tiffany Richardson, formerly of America's Next Top Model. Okay, that's what we're here to get into tonight. And Funky Dineva has some choice words for her, but she also has some choice words for him. And it all started when Funky Dineva told a story about her, because he said that he went to high school with Tiffany Richardson, and he told a story about her grandmother stopping some girls from fighting her. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that story first, because this is how the flames got escalated. This is what lit the match, and then Tiffany's response put the gas on there, and then it was on fire by the time Funky Dineva responded, honey. So let's go ahead and get into the first part of it, and that is Funky Dineva's original situation when he first told the story. So let's get into that right now.
Know this, but I went to high school with Tiffany Richardson. We went to high school together, and I always tell this funny ass story, and Tiffany might get mad at me for telling it, but Tiffany had a lot of mouth in high school. She did. Tiffany had a lot of mouth, and the general consensus was Tiffany got a lot of mouth and she can't fight or whatever. Now, I'm going to give Tiffany a little credit. Even though Tiffany did have mouth, I do believe that girls were pressed over Tiffany because she was pretty. Tiffany was real pretty in high school. Now, she ain't had no shape. Tiffany was shaped like a piece of plywood. She was skinny in the back and skinny in the front. And y'all remember back in the day when the girls used to wear the matching Guess outfits with the shirt tucked in? I mean, Tiffany was so skinny, her booty used to sink in. That's how skinny Tiffany was. But Tiffany was cool. Everybody loved Tiffany. But it was just one time, these girls was finna whoop Tiffany ass next to the gas station, next to the school. And she had done called her grandma. And her grandma had done pulled up. Her grandma lived right up the street. Listen, why am I telling people high school business like it even matters? Her grandma lived right up the street from the school. Her grandma had pulled up to the gas station with a hammer. And her grandma was going to get ready to whoop anybody ass with that hammer that touched her grandbaby. I know that's right, grandma. That shit was funny as hell. Them girls was going to tear Tiffany ass up at that gas station next to the Popeyes, next to the school. And Tiffany grandma had them pulled up real quick and jumped out the car with that hammer. 42 years old, remembering childish ass shit. I promise you, if you talk to anybody from that clique from high school about Tiffany grandma with that hammer, we gonna all fall out laughing, because that's the type of shit that just went on at Carroll City. Somebody grandma jumping out with a damn hammer.
Okay, so shout out to No Chaser TV for providing us with that live that he did when he first talked about the story. Now, listen, y'all, I gotta start it off by saying this now. Y'all know that when it come down to Funky Dineva, it's 50-50 for me. 1 minute I agree with him, the next minute I'm calling his ass out. And y'all know I ain't never been scared to call him out. Y'all know that already, right? I have done many lives where a lot of his statements have gone public. That's the only time I really be talking about Funky Dineva is when his statements hit the blogs, because I try not to really report on bloggers and shit like that. I really try not to do that, because that's been a spoken thing on, you know, not to speak on other bloggers and shit, you know. But however, when his statements hit the blogs like this one did, you know, I come on here, get my opinion, and move the fuck on. Even when people be mad with me for doing it, because, you know, when a person got a bigger platform than you and you speak on them or you call them out on their shit, then the first thing they want to do is want to make it seem like you hating on them, which I ain't never been the type to hate on nobody, and y'all know this. And let's be real, Scotty by nature got his own fan base. It may not be as big as a Funky Dineva, but I got my own fan base. I got my own support system. I've been doing well for myself for the last 10 years. Well, for the last 6 years, because this is when my channel really took off 6 years ago, although I've been on here 15 and a half years. I've done myself a great job so far. It may not be to the level of him, but I've done a great job. So I just got to start out by saying that before anybody try to take anything I say out of context. But still, y'all know I ain't never scared, right? You know that. But listening to him and listening to what he said, right? Me personally, it's not that big of a deal to me. You feel what I'm saying? That what he said wasn't that big of a deal to me. To be honest, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, yeah, it was some old high school shit, but let's be clear. My cousin Reggie, who y'all know as, as a person that, guest appears on the Whether You Like It or Not panel from time to time, we talk about high school shit all the time. We talk about shit that we remember from high school all the time. And we 37-year-old niggas and shit. So you feel what I'm saying? Like, we always talk about old shit that happened in high school, especially during homecoming. Like, I don't know about y'all, and a lot of us are on Facebook, especially us millennials. A lot of us are on Facebook. So when homecoming comes for our high school, we get on Facebook every year and we bring up old shit from high school on Facebook, and we all comment on each other's posts and laugh at shit that we remembered happening. We bring up fights that happened in high school. We bring up certain moments that happened at a talent show or whatever, shit that might be embarrassing as fuck. And we all are grown, damn near pushing 40 at this point, and we don't give a fuck. Somebody brought up the fact that my sister knocked the girl out in the papers that was on the desk and knocked her out cold. People remember my sister beating that girl ass. And people remember her beating that girl ass and a girl becoming her friend the very next school year. Everybody remembers that, and they bring it up all the time. But the girl that got her ass whooped, she didn't give a fuck. She laughs, and because she knows she got her ass beat. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't see nothing wrong with what he said or what he did because he didn't say nothing out the way. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't say nothing out the way. Now let's also say this. Let's also look at it from a different lens as well. I try to be fair. Although to me, it's not that deep and he really didn't say nothing out the goddamn way like that, I will say that some people may not want to remember certain things. Okay, what do they remember and bring up about you? Maria Rogers, they bring up a lot of shit about me and I don't give a fuck. Does that answer your question? I don't give a fuck what they bring up about me. I laugh at it. Hell, I'll bring it up. What do you mean? But my thing is this, let me finish my point before y'all start trying to pick apart what I'm saying. Just give me a minute. I got somewhere to go. Just let me make it. Okay? My thing is, while I feel like what he said wasn't that deep, she may not feel that. Okay, Maria want to argue, so I'm not going to go back and forth. So my thing is, when things happen and somebody brings it up, there may be some people that don't want to remember things that happened in high school. High school was a traumatic time for some people. High school really wasn't the best time for me either. High school was traumatic for me. I could say like my freshman and sophomore year were my worst years, with a sprinkle of my junior year. But my senior year was the best year. That's when I really came up out of my shell, and that's when I really started to show my ass in my senior year, child. But some people may not want to remember things from high school. Some people probably want to leave high school in the past. Like I said before, high school may be traumatic for some people, but for me, I could look back at high school, as traumatic as it was, and laugh at certain situations. You feel what I'm saying? So that is what I see from it, if you get what I'm saying. And plus, I come from, and where I come from, all we ever do is pop shit and make jokes about old shit all the time. Like I remember that year somebody brought up something I did. What was it? What did I do in high school? Because I was pretty much quiet for the most part. I didn't really start running my mouth to my last few years of high school, but it was something somebody brought up that was funny as hell. It was embarrassing, but it was funny. I don't really remember what they said, but I was laughing my ass off at the situation because I'm like, I cannot believe I did that. Whatever it was, I probably would have wanted them to bring it up years ago, but now that we in our 30s, the shit funny. Whatever it was, because I cannot recall what it was right now. But whatever it was funny as fuck to me now. So it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So I stay laughing at old stories all the time. A lot of us do. So that's the only reason why I don't really see what he did that was so horrific. And this is for once, I was like, I'm kind of on his side, but kind of see where Tiffany coming from at the same time. Now, Tiffany responded to what Funky Dineva had to say. So let me put that up here. Now, Tiffany responded by saying this, and she added him. She said, "At Miss Funky Dineva, whole stop line. I had the hammer, bitch, and I was about to get jumped, and my grandma came and hit me in the head because I would not get in the car. You cokeheaded ass bitch. I did drugs too, but you must be still on it because stop the cap. How you still at the after hour paying for dates, bitch, and still paying for boy booty is wild." Now, was that called for? Did she have to go that hard? Like I'm looking at what she said, and I'm thinking about how she said how she responded, and it's like, to me, I'm the same person that I always say, well, you can't tell nobody how they can and can't respond to shit, which is true. You really can't tell nobody how to respond. But then they don't have for some reason, I cannot find the other part, but she said that he was in his last days because he taking it up the butt. That was like completely like too much. Because what the fuck you mean by he on his last days because he taking dick up the ass? That's homophobic and ignorant as fuck. And you can be mad all you want to, but that all that didn't even warrant that. Like what he said didn't even warrant all that. Like for real. Like for real. And I'm for real now. We can sit up here and say Funky spoke on her first, which he did, but he didn't really go in on her. He told a story that happened in high school, and now she took it to hell. So it's like, okay. She took it to hell. So now Funky has responded to that post on his live yesterday. And this is what Funky had to say. Let's get into it.
Tiffany Richardson, right? Now, remember I told y'all I went to school with Tiffany Richardson. And the other day I told a story about a 20-year-old story about when we were in high school. Some girls was trying to jump Tiffany, and I said her grandma showed up at the gas station with a hammer, right, to help Tiffany. And that was kind of how I remembered the story. It was very chaotic. In all honesty, I really did not think that I was saying anything out of the way. I was just telling a funny story. I did not really think Tiffany would have some type of adverse response to the situation. But here is what somebody decided to clip the post and put it on one of these, blogs on Instagram. And the blog says, Funky Dineva went to school with Tiffany Richardson and tells the story of her grandmother stopping girls from fighting her. So Tiffany Richardson gets up under the post and says, Funky Dineva, whole stop line. I had the hammer, bitch, and I was about to get jumped, and my grandma came and hit me in the head because I would not get in the car. You cokehead ass bitch. I did drugs too, but you must still be on them. Stop the cap. How you still be at the after hours paying for dates, bitch? Still paying for boy booty is wild. And so when my friend sent me this, I was like, wow, that response is a little in my opinion, disproportionate to what it is that I had to say in reference to Tiffany. I just told a funny story that I thought was funny from 20-something years ago. Okay, maybe I got the details mixed up. Maybe it wasn't you with the hammer. Maybe it was your grandma with the hammer. All I knew was you was finna get jumped and it was a hammer involved. And so I was talking to a few friends from school and I was like, you know what? I was like, Tiffany looks like what she's been through, past, present, and future. And so I'm not going to say anything. Like, this girl is on TV right now. She's catching a whole lot of flack from all the stuff. Quentin, leave her alone. You have a bigger platform. Just leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what I was going to do about it. I was like, you know, people who don't be in this media stuff and be out of the media for a long time, and then they get all this media attention, it does upset them and cause a whole lot of angst and anxiety. Now, I had lined it up where I was going to do the Takara story. I was just going to touch on what Tiffany said, and I wasn't even going to respond because, quiet as it's kept, going in on Tiffany is very low-hanging fruit. It's very low-hanging fruit. I didn't even bother going and pulling any of her current pictures because that's how much grace I was trying to show somebody who looked like they've been swept in the garbage and swept into a dustpan, right? So I was like, I'm just going to leave it alone. When y'all saw me look down at my phone earlier at the top of the show, here is what happened. Somebody sent me this. So I guess she went on and said, sad that this is how you want to spend your last days talking about me, ho. You've been doing it up the butt too much. Now look at you, shaking my head. So first of all, you illiterate, stupid ass bitch, you're not even sure if your ass graduated or not. Prostate cancer is in the front, not in the back. But since you want to go there, Tiffany, let's talk about it. You stay getting.
Now I'm gonna say this. Let me start off and let me stop it right here. Now, look now. Look now. All he did was tell a story that happened in high school with her fighting, right? Said she was pretty, all of those things. Her response was not warranted. That particular response was not warranted. Like, she could have responded if she wanted to, but why you had to go that low? And first you had already cussed him out. Then you started talking about his prostate cancer. So now you didn't win there. So now he's about to go there. And listen, I'm just telling you now, I don't agree with Funky Dineva on a lot of shit. And let me also say this. Yes, Funky Dineva do need to practice what he preach and go at the niggas the same way he goes at the women. Like, I do agree with that as well. Like, he do need to take out, because I ain't heard no response to Mendici saying that he can't wait to see him in the streets. Now, I will say that. But my thing is this. If he finna take it to hell right now, that ain't nobody's fault but hers. And that's it. So that's all I got to say. Y'all are probably going to be mad with me about that. But this is the one time I'm going to allow him to say what he finna say, because that girl did not have to take it to the cancer. She just did not have to take it to the cancer, period. But you can already see that he finna go there, so let's get into it.
And beat up in high school or about to get beat up because you had all that goddamn mouth, and that's why them girls was about to whoop your ass down there at that damn gas station. I was finna leave you alone and let you live because you are such low-hanging fruit. Your life is the pits. Look at how you look. Like, there is nothing about the current way you look that even screams model. You look broke. You look poor. You look dusty. And talking about buying booty at the after hours, bitch, I'm rich. I could. Okay? And the gag is, if you had 2 nickels to rub together, your son wouldn't have been stealing from GameStop and subsequently got killed. You broke bitch. If
When I tell you, he did not have to go there. Oh my God, he did not. Nah. Oh my God. Oh God. He did not have to say that. That was a lot too. Oh my God. I didn't hear this part. Because I only heard some of it on Bundy's live because I came into her live late. So I didn't hear this part. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Let's continue, y'all.
You need to be worried about how anybody's spending their last days. You need to be worried about how the fuck your son spent his last days when his ass got killed down to that GameStop. Second of all,
he said that she want to talk about last days, but she need to be focused on what her son's last days was when he got popped at the GameStop. God damn. And see, this is my thing. I cannot fight dirty like this. I know I have gotten into some verbal spats with people, and even I can't really go low like that. Like, oh God, like that just making me clutch all my damn pearls. Like for real, for real. But one would say she took it to the cancer. Now I'm gonna take it to your dead son. That ooh, Jesus. Let's continue, y'all. Let's continue. Hold on, wait a minute.
fuck your son spent his last days when his ass got killed down to that GameStop. Second of all, you need to worry about why the hell your ass looks like death becomes her. You look dusty, you look homeless, and no wonder your ass was on that Tyra Banks thing looking so stupid when she said you're gonna go back to sleeping on a mattress with your son. Let's add a couple adjectives to that mattress. Let's add pissy, let's add crack, let's add homeless, let's add shitty, let's add drunk. All of them things. Tiffany, you still look like you sleep on a damn dirty mattress. Nobody from school knows nothing about you or where you've been. It's because you probably been in and out of rehab, okay? You got big nerve to want to come. Listen, we both from the same place, so you should have known I was going to take this shit from hell to hell. The question is, did your son at least have a bunk bed before his ass died?
Oh. Baby, when I tell you, if I was Tiffany, I would have been waiting at his door. We would have to bang. Do you hear me? If I was Tiffany Richardson and he on here talking about me and my child, talking about my man, my child, and my mama, I would have been at the door ready to whoop his ass. I promise you. The fucking would have to come and see me. Because it ain't nothing else I could say after that. It would be nothing else that I could say after that. The only thing that I could do is talk with my goddamn hands. And I ain't talking about no damn sign language. I'm talking about, okay, if I was her, ain't no way in the fuck I'd be responding on the internet. I gotta respond by putting my hands on you. Okay? But again, as low as this shit is, one could also say that talking about his cancer was just as low as this. That's what I'm saying. You know, you can't go low with somebody and then tell somebody how low or how high they can go. Because once you talk about that, then I'm going to talk about something else. You talk about my last days, now I'm going to talk about your son's last days. And I'm going to talk about you like a motherfucking dog since you went there about my cancer. When I really didn't say that much about you per se. I didn't really go in on you like that. I didn't really talk about you like that. You just got mad and want to go in on me. So now I'm going to go in on you, but I'm going to go into the dirt, to the ground, all the way to the lowest pits of hell with you. So that's what he doing. And shit, it's too much for me. God damn.
Did you get him a little piece of water bed before he died? Because see, bitch, you met your match. Talk about.
He said a piece of water bed. Not a piece of water bed. Oh my God.
Last days, want to spend their last days talking about you, ho. Baby, I got stage 1 cancer. I'm scheduled for my surgery pretty soon. I ain't in my last days, but we know who had their last days. God bless the child that has its own or that's gone home and quiet as it's kept. Your ass look like you ain't too far behind him, you dusty homeless bitch. Tiffany, you don't even look like you work. You don't even look like you work. And quiet as it's kept, the going price for pussy is $40 a pound. You don't even look like nobody would want to buy none from your crackhead, dusty looking ass. What I said did not warrant what all you did, and you still going, talking about somebody want to spend their last days talking about you. Tiffany, you finna get more press from me going in on you than you have ever in your damn lifetime. And I don't want to hear no shit about, oh, he don't went too far. He didn't have to talk about her son. Fuck her son. Fuck her. You didn't have to do what you did. It was not that real, Tiffany. Me and you ain't never had no beef. And the sad part is you the same weak ass hoe that you was when we went to school. You always.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord Jesus. Help me, Lord. Jesus. When I tell you he going in on that girl. Oh, my God. Now, I saw somebody in the comments. Now, let me tell y'all now. I get it. I get it. Some of y'all don't like funky. And I understand why some of y'all don't. But somebody in the comments, the same person that was trying to argue with me early in the show, gonna tell me, gonna say in the comments, they was like, well, now she can talk about his mama. Yeah, she can. She can. She can talk about his mama now. She definitely can. I'm not taking her from her. She can talk about his mama. Why not? He didn't talk about her son. Yeah, go ahead. Go for his mama. We're going low, so let's continue to go low. You talk about my dead son, now I'm going to talk about your motherfucking mama. It's fair game now. You went there, he went there, now you go there. So it is what it is. Let me see. Let me go back.
You didn't have to do what you did. It was not that real, Tiffany. Me and you ain't never had no beef. And the sad part is you the same weak ass hoe that you was when we went to school. You always had mouth, could never back it up. And if it wasn't for real, you wouldn't have had shit because your mama, her name Kitty. Kitty couldn't do nothing with you. Kitty ain't have shit. That's why she had to send you around your damn grandma's house for your grandma to take care of you. And your grandma couldn't do shit with you either.
Not, oh God, did he sound now he going there. He talking about family tea now. Oh my God.
Your damn grandma's house for your grandma to take care of you, and your grandma couldn't do shit with you either. You always been dumb. You always been mouthy. You the only bitch from Miami that had the opportunity that somebody did, landed on Top Model twice, and still didn't know what to do with it. Cause you're stupid. Cause you're stupid. It didn't have to go here, Tiff. Then after you made the first post, I was willing to show you grace. And you still going. You one po ass bitch. Po in money, po in mindset, po in life. And I feel bad. The sad part about it is I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to feel bad about everything that I'm saying right now because life is already doing your ass in. You got big nerve to come for a bitch like me. Stage 1 prostate cancer and all, Tiffany. Let's really talk about it. Look at your skin. Just look at your skin. Your skin look like residual barbecue coals after a bitch extinguished the fire in a barbecue. That's how dusty and gray you look. Then you got them prison tattoos on your face, bitch, and you ain't got a nail hard bone in your body. You ain't gonna squash a damn grape. So I don't even know why you got them murder ink tattoos all on your face. Who the hell still wear pigtails? Every interview you do, you look dirty. You look like you got damn sheets up to the window. Do us a favor, Tiffany. Walk around your house with a camera real quick and let us know how you live in. Let us know where you live in. Let us know where you work. You don't have shit. You amounted to nothing. You literally had the world handed to you on a silver platter and you amounted to nothing. So much so that nothingness passed down to your children. And look what happened to them. Just a whole lineage of nothingness. Okay? You got the right one when you got me. I am pretty sure from high school, you remember how lethal my mouth is. Okay? I was never the one of the two when it came to this ranking shit and when it came to this talking shit. And I'm pretty sure you probably gonna want to file up some more. And baby, I ain't got nothing but time. But I'm gonna advise you, you might not want to argue with the bitch that got the microphone. Okay? And you want to make it seem like, see, now people are starting to see why Tyra yelled at you, because you always been one ignorant ass bitch. You always been one ignorant. So ignorant, bitch, that your grandma had to knock your ass upside the head for you to get in the car because you was about to get jumped. You the one who had the hammer. Riddle me this, Batman. Why did you have to have a hammer? Because you had so much MF and mouth in school and no one liked your ass that they wanted to whoop your damn ass every other damn day. I remember that very vividly. So what I'm going to do in my last days is read your ass and your fucked up family down to the ground. You dusty, broke ass, nothingness ass bitch. Let me ask you a question.
Oh my God.
How does it feel when you look at a bitch like me and compare them to a bitch like you? Tiffany, there is never, ever anything that you could say out of your mouth that would move me to chorus. Look at your life and look at mine. Like, my life and how I'm living is completely documented. Like, everybody knows who I am, what I have, what I got, what I'm about. You, on the other hand, every time we see you, you look like you in and out of a battered women's shelter. Come on in the room. So if anything, bitch, you need to be somewhere trying to put a GoFundMe up for your ass to have a stable damn place to stay. And you talk about you used to be on drugs and I'm on drugs and I must still be on them. Girl, we must still be on them together. But whatever the hell I got going on, baby, I must have did my drugs the right way because I'm around here prospering. Robin, you did all this. Every time you do an interview, bitch, it don't even look like you got a laptop computer to do one from. It looked like you doing it from an Android phone propped up on a Popeyes box. So how dare you? How dare you, Tiff? And like, to be honest with you, I'm just entertaining this shit because it's funny. Look at our lives. Let's just take a moment. Like, look at our lives, Tiffany. Look how you turned out and look how I turned out. Is there really, like, what can you honestly say after this? I'm gay, I did coke, I took it up the ass. Like what can you say after this? I know what I can say. Both of my children laying here down on the floor next to me. Go find you something safe to do. Because it was never worth all of this. I was going to let you live after the first one, but then you kept going. And see, now you finna be embarrassed because the reality of the situation is all of the blogs are going to pick this up. And Tyra and all the rest of them are going to be somewhere clapping because it's going to support the fact that you were a bitch. You were an imbecile and you were never smart. I remember you being one of the kids. It took you like 4 times to pass the HSCT. That was the high school competency test. And quiet as it's kept, I had to ask around a couple times. I really don't even remember you graduating with us, if you graduated. I damn sure don't remember. You look like one of the type of bitches that took senior pictures but didn't walk across the stage. Go find you. The first little post that you did was cute. I was going to let you live. But now you want to take it there talking about last days, what I'm doing in my last days. Well, bitch, at least I got a last days. How many of your son got left?
Oh my God.
I bet you give anything for his ass to have whatever amount of days I got left, bitch. I bet you love to be able to transfer them to him. Breathe again, breathe again. Broke ass stealing out of motherfucking GameStop. What type of mama was you? What type of mammy was you? Like, now he wasn't even stealing out of Neiman Marcus. The little fucker was stealing out of GameStop. Stop in the name of... Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I told a funny story from high school. It didn't warrant all of that. Then you kept pressing. And got, hey, you sitting up here talking about me. You're a trending topic, bitch. You was on. Don't flatter yourself. You look like a baser. You look like a 27th Avenue, 79th Street streetwalker, $40 a night Okeechobee Motel prostitute. And you got the nerve to come for a bitch like me and worrying about what I'm doing in my last days. What is you doing with your last $2? Because from the looks of things, you look like you down to your last $2. Okay? It look like life don't put something on your ass. Okay? Now, both of us use drugs, but only one of us look like it. And it ain't me, bitch. So you do the math. If you illiterate dumbass able to do that. I remember how many times your ass was in there crying in the library because you couldn't pass the ACT, you dumb hoe. Go find you something to do. Because now every blog finna pick this up and you finna be embarrassed. You finna be embarrassed nationally. Okay? You about to be embarrassed. You're not going to be able to read me back because you're not that smart. You don't have the words to read me back. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And with that being said, since I just laid that bitch to rest, we're going to go on to another story about somebody who was laid to rest.
Okay. That's it. That's all. When it comes down to Funky Dineva, right? Shout out to the 312 people that is in the building right now. Now, this is one of them things where, Jesus, this is one of those situations where it's real crazy. Well, I have to be honest, because a lot of things that's being said in this chat is true. And a lot of things that y'all are saying are valid, and the way y'all feel about him is definitely valid as well. I mean, I've called him out many a times for certain things. So let's really break it down real quick. I'm gonna try to drag this video out to about an hour because only so I could drag this out for another 17 minutes. So let's really break it down for real, right? Now, Tiffany is trending right now. Tiffany was one of the big topics of the America's Next Top Model documentary. She was the one that everybody remembers from the I never had to yell at a girl like this, all that other stuff. So we know that. We know that, right? Everybody remembers that. It's a meme. We use this in today's society when we root for somebody, like, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Everybody been talking about it. I think she's been doing interviews. I think she's been talking and all of those things. So because she's trending and because her name is in the public right now, people like Funky are going to talk about her. That's just the truth of the matter. They're going to talk about her, whether it's negative or positive. I mean, let's be real. I ain't gonna go there today, but that's just the basis of it, right? So because Funky knew her in high school, he told a story about her getting into a fight, how she had a whole lot of mouth girls wanted to fight her. She was pretty, she was skinny as fuck, ass pushed in, all that, right? A generally lighthearted story. In so many words, a lighthearted ass story in so many words. But then she responds. She wants him to keep her motherfucking name out of his mouth. She wants him to do this. She wants him to do that. She started talking about him taking it up the butt, and even started to say on another post that she did. And the first post that she did was when she was talking about him taking it up the ass and ho, keep my name out of my mouth. And yeah, I did drugs, and you buying booty at the after hours bar and all that other stuff. Nah. She said all that and he didn't say anything bad. But then that second post where she was pretty much mocking his prostate cancer and saying that he was in his last days and shit, then it was kind of like, okay, so now you want to go in and talk about my cancer. So now you're going to take it to the ground by talking about my cancer now. You're saying I'm in my last days. So now I'm about to go low and talk about your son's last days. So if we really want to be honest here, right? If we're going to be fair, right? All of this shit was dark on both sides. It was dark. You feel what I'm saying? All of this shit was dark. It was dark when she talked about his cancer. It was dark when she was talking about him getting up the ass. That was dark. It was dark as fuck when he talked about his son. It was all dark. So my thing is, you can't be mad at him, but then try to put her on this high pedestal and all this other shit. You feel what I'm saying? So they both said some garbage ass shit. She said some homophobic shit. She said shit about his cancer, and then he said some shit about her son. Now, me personally, I ain't gonna never go on and read your family members. Now, I ain't gonna talk about your dead kids, your dead mama, your dead grandmama, all that other stuff. I ain't gonna do all that. I could talk about you from head to toe and read you down, talk about you from head to toe and win the argument. But I ain't gotta go all the way down to the ground and talk about all that other shit that don't even matter. Bitch, I'm talking about you. I ain't gonna be talking about your son, bitch. I ain't gonna be talking about your mama either. I'm gonna talk about you. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, she went low first. So my thing is this: you don't have to like the story that he told, because when he told the story, it was lighthearted. And yeah, true enough, she is being talked about in the media, but is she gonna respond to everybody like that in the media though? Is she gonna cuss everybody out in the goddamn media like that though? Is that what's gonna happen? Because he didn't say nothing bad about her. And the shit, hold on. Goodbye. This is beneath my pay grade. Bye. Goodbye. You ain't got to announce your exit. But my thing is, that's my whole thing about the situation. Now, listen, I ain't saying that he right. I want that to be clear too. I'm not saying that he's right. And I also stated up here, there's some people who may not want to relive stories from high school. There's some people that may not feel okay with a motherfucker bringing up some shit from high school about you getting your ass whooped, your ass being flat as hell. Some people can't take that. Some people don't want to hear that shit, and we got to be honest and say that. You feel what I'm saying? Some people don't want to hear that, and we got to respect that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that he's right, but Tiffany wasn't right either. I'm not saying she didn't have a right to respond, because she did. If she didn't like what he said, if she didn't like him bringing that up, she could have responded. No problem. But my thing is, did she have to go there and talk about his cancer? Did she have to go there and talk about him taking it up the ass? Did she have to do all that? Did she have to? So it's a whole lot of things on both sides that should have never been said. Do you really think that but maybe it wasn't lighthearted to her? I mean, I literally just said that though. I mean, look now, y'all. Don't y'all start acting like y'all didn't hear what I just said. I literally just said on this show that some people may not want to hear things from high school, and we have to respect those feelings. I just said that. Why don't y'all start that shit now? Because sometimes I say stuff, and then because you don't, some of y'all don't like the person, y'all be ready to go to hell and it don't be that deep. I literally just said that. I literally just said that. Some people don't want to hear some shit, some high school bullshit. Some high school shit was traumatic. So therefore, people don't want to. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like like, I get that. It may not have been lighthearted to her. That's what I'm saying. I get that and I understand. But however, and I even said if she wanted to comment back, she could. You know what I mean? She could. She could definitely comment back if she want to. But all I'm saying is, did she have to go there is what I'm saying. Comment back all you want to, respond all you want to, but did you have to go and talk about his cancer? Did you have to go and talk about him fucking folks and getting fucked in the ass and shit? That's okay, Aaliyah. I understand, Aaliyah, Brittany. I understand, child. You ain't you good, child. I ain't mad with you. But I know that Funky Dineva is not a fave. Although it's kind of like this. Well, there's a lot of women who like Funky Dineva in his commentary. There's a lot of women who don't like Funky Dineva in his content. And there's a lot of women who feel disrespected by this young man. And there is nothing that he can say that's going to make them change their minds. Even if he's right, they're not going to see it that way. But I do think it was a bit extreme on both sides. It was extreme. The cancer talk was extreme, and the talking about the dead ass son was extreme. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. But one thing I do know is that Florida girls, they do go to hell with their mouth. So does Exit 119 girls. You know, if you met anybody from my hometown, they go low too. That's why I be so disappointed in Latrice. Because give them girls what you know you can give them. You from Canton. Give them that Canton mouth. Okay? Shit. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it's extreme on both ends, to be quite honest, you know. But again, if you don't like Funky Dineva, I ain't mad at you for not liking them, because I get it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I get it, and I understand why y'all don't. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I don't understand why y'all don't, because y'all, I get it. I understand why you don't now. Trust me. I think the On Your Last Days was a Floridian day of doing the dozens. Well, talking about your dead son probably was his way of playing the dozens too. Go right back to what I just said. The extremes was on both sides. Let me see. It's given Funky was a mean girl in high school like he is now, and Tiffany Ben knew this. That story was a slick way for him to continue teasing her low-key, so they both gave their true feelings about each other. My cousins from Orlando are wild, loose lip fools. We tread lightly on that side of the family. Funky meant no harm. He talked about her body and talked about her having a slick mouth. That doesn't give no harm to me. But again, Tiffany went too low. I guess. I think everybody goes through a point of not liking Funky. Everybody do. Don't start none, won't be none. She don't get a pass. Well, Florida girl here, we are pretty ruthless. Okay, y'all are. Ooh. Like Funky mouth, Kaya mouth, all y'all mouth, child. You can't start some stuff with me and then tell me how mad, then be mad at how I respond. The fuck, I don't know if that's towards Funky or Tiffany, but either way, that can go for both sides though. Just being for real. I'm trying to save money, but I want me a pizza from Pizza Hut, child. Hey, Scotty, I'm still trying to hook you with my brother in Rex, Georgia. Well, it's too late for that, honey. It's too late for that. They both went too far, and you can't come back from words. No, you cannot. Because one thing about it and two things for motherfucking certain, baby. You go too low with me, I ain't never fucking with you. It's always fuck you, bitch. Always fuck you, bitch. Every step I take, every move I make, it's fuck you, bitch. Every single time. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Don't. Let me see. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Hey Scotty, I've been watching you in the back for a while. Real talk. Yes, Funky took it to hell, but I did see when he did that story. It was all in fun. Didn't Top Model do the same? Well, but like I said, ain't nobody gonna see it like that though, because they already don't like that man. And again, which they got every right not to, but to each his goddamn own though. But that's just what I say about it. You know. But honey, listen, y'all know how I get down though. And people have heard me go in on people, but let me tell you, I go in when I'm motherfucking I go in when shit, when a motherfucker fucks with me. I always tell a person, don't bother me. I ain't bothering you. Leave me alone. That's it. That's all. Don't fucking bother me. So you mean to tell me when you order a pizza off the app, you gotta add more food, you gotta have a $15 limit? That's stupid as hell. When they start doing that, that's stupid as a motherfucker. Are you for real? I'm probably gonna charge an arm and a leg for you to get the shit delivered here. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Trying to do multiple things at one time, child. No, it ain't that much. I could take that. But yeah. Scotty, I'm so happy that you said you still be bringing up situations that happened in high school. I thought I was the only one. No, me and Reggie do it all the time. Yes, get an item off that $7 menu. You got reward points. Because I don't order pizza often as much as I love it. Imagine being an internet meme based on an embarrassing experience for decades and now no money made from it either. I know she's been fuming for years. Then to lose your son, deep healing is needed. Absolutely. But y'all, that's it. That's all. We had close to 400 people up in here tonight. We did. We had close to 400 folks up in here, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in and stuff like that. If you haven't seen the new episode of The Scene ATL, I would advise you to go ahead and watch it. I personally feel like this was our best episode so far. As far as editing goes, the content, it was the best episode so far. And let me tell you, The Scene ATL has had a rough time. Okay, with the sound of it all and the transitions of it all, the editing of it all, we have had a hard time. But baby, season 2 gonna look a lot different than season 1, and we only got 2 more episodes left, and we're gonna be done with this season. We all ready for it to be over with. We like, yeah, it could have been better. It's a decent show, but it could have been much better than what it was. We all kind of feeling like that right now, but. You know, I'm proud of myself and what I brought to the motherfucking show. You know, that's all I know. But, you know, it is what it is. Let me read this last super chat, then we're going to be on up out of here. Because Bell Collective come on in a little bit. I didn't like how Yellow Mellow went after T. I wouldn't be mad if he took it low. Not taking no sides, but what's right is right. Girl, I'm not even going to bring up Saints and Sinners over here. Because that lady already got me blocked on Instagram, and I ain't talked about her in months. Since she left the show, I don't even talk about her non-singing ass. But I'm going to end this episode by saying this. And if you watch T's video, you already know how that goes.
You always been a sneaky bitch, hating from the sidelines, trying to get picked, yeah. You done found one, yeah, you done found one. You done found one, found you a real one. On my assets lately, you catch a face, shots fired, catching babies. Heavy on the highs, better get you some gravy. Cut that lady check, why you out here being lazy? I got bored with that season, I'm talking shit when I'm spitting. Fact a bitch, I'm the reason, when it got you hoes heated. Snow got them hoes sneezing, got the meals you not eating. Where had them hoes leaking, God trust when I'm speaking. It's giving.
Big bands gon' make it hot. Real niggas gonna come up, don't let the game gon' change us. Real niggas in my circle, ho, don't ever play us. This the real hustle, we make the money, don't make it make us. They ain't bout shit, talking out they neck. Bitch, we bring the heat every time we step. You fucking with a beast, fucking with the best. Get money on the east, plug on the west. Bitch, I'm from the north, but we run it south. Bitch, we outside, what you talking about? Who the fuck is me? Know who the fuck